Hello everybody and welcome back to a brand new video. Today I'm going to show you 3 simple drills that are going to help you create a better body turn. Now, I do a lot of lessons down here at Stockport and I see a lot of people that don't understand, 1, how the body moves, and 2, don't actually use their torso to create a good turn. Now, some of this is because they don't get a good hip turn and that really allows you to create a good body turn, but ultimately they need 3 drills that are going to help them turn better in their golf swings. That's exactly what I'm going to show you today. So if you're new to the channel, guys, don't forget to smash that subscribe button and also comment down below, do you feel like you've got a good body turn or not? Because these drills are really going to help you even if you've not got one, or you're not happy with it, or if you do have one, make it even better. So let's get straight into today's video. So today's video is about 3 simple drills you can do to help get this body turning correctly. Now, a lot of the time people struggle to create this upper body turn is because they don't allow these hips to turn and hips to work correctly in this backswing. Now, what we're looking for with the hips, we're actually looking for us to load into that right hip. And how we do that is we like to feel as though our right leg straightens a little bit. Doesn't lock out, but we lose flex in that right leg, because as soon as I do that, look how much easier it is to create this body turn. If I kept my hips facing towards the camera now, I've got very little mobility in my upper half, and I think a lot of people do this is because they fear when they turn these hips this swaying move. So they fear the feeling of these hips swaying side to side, they fear moving off the golf ball, ultimately they fear that will lose them strike. So what I want you to do is I want you to just make a feeling here, and we're going to talk about 3 drills. 1 which is going to be off the golf ball, 2 which is a simple concept we could do before every single shot, and then 3 which is something we can do on the driving range to really help us improve our body turn. So we're really looking to get a feeling of these hips moving to allow this upper body to create a better turn. And think of it as a marriage and a relationship. During the backswing, we're really trying to create a movement where we're getting a stretch between the shoulders and the hips. So the shoulders are always wanting to turn a little bit more than what the hips are doing. So let's get straight into the first concept that's really going to help you understand what the body exactly wants to do. So the first stage of this video is to really understand what we want the body to do and how we can actually facilitate the body moving the hips better to ultimately let us move these shoulders a little bit better throughout this backswing, but also throughout the whole swing as well. Remember, this is going to really help us create some power. Anytime we're working with these arms independently, 1, it's going to be a little bit more uncontrollable, but also it's not going to create as much power in the golf swing for you. So how we're going to do this is we're going to make sure when we do this now as a part of our concept, this alignment stick runs straight on our zip line or on the middle of our chest. We're going to feel like our feet are flared slightly, so pointing out. So if you're somebody that has these feet pointing in, you're really reducing your hip mobility, which could be reducing your ability to make a good move with your torso. So we're going to point these toes out, we're going to flare these feet, making sure this first alignment stick is pointing in the middle of our chest. The second alignment stick to my right hand side now is going to be pointing out to the right at a 45-degree angle. Now I'm doing this for a right-hander, but for a left-handed player we do the complete opposite scenario, just place it on the left-hand side. We're going to get into good golfing posture, so we're going to imagine we're addressing the golf ball. We're going to place the alignment stick over our chest now. Now for a right-handed player, I want more sticking out your left-hand side. For a left-handed player, we'd have more sticking out the right side. Keeping in golf posture, what I want you to feel is now, as we turn, we're going to try and get the blue alignment stick pointing at the end of this alignment stick, and we're going to try and get our belt buckle pointing down the blue alignment stick on the right. So we're going to try and get a move where we get the alignment stick pointing down and the hip belt buckle pointing out this way towards this alignment stick. As you can see, as I do this, I get a much better shoulder turn. If I don't move these hips, look how I'm really straining to do this now. I can't go any further than that. As soon as I allow this hip turn to come into play, look how much better my shoulder turn becomes. Now, as we're doing this, just keep some good analysis on my right leg. I'm not swaying, I'm not reverse pivoting, I'm trying to feel as though my right leg straightens and my right pocket gets a little bit higher throughout this backswing. So that is the move, that is the concept we're trying to achieve. So from behind, you can see here, if you put a line in the middle of my bum there, it's not swaying off that line. I very much stay on that line throughout. but I'm loading into that right hand side. I'm allowing my hips to turn, and that's going to allow me to turn these shoulders. So for the first drill, it's very much off the golf ball, trying to feel, we get the feet flared, belt buckle down the right alignment stick, shoulders pointing at the end of this alignment stick with the alignment stick that's across your chest. That is exactly the move we're going to look for, and this just highlights the fact that you need to allow the hips to turn to allow you to create a good body turn. Let's get on to drill number 2. Drill number 2. Now this is one of my favourite concepts and favourite ideas, because this is something that I do out on the golf course myself. One, as a warm-up routine just to get this body activated, but 2, it's a really relatable idea we can stick to. So if we've ever seen a trick shot artist when they tee ball up at this height. Now a lot of people really struggle with this is because they don't create a good body turn and then they're chopping down the golf ball. So if we teed this golf ball up at a really high height like this, look how my body turns. Anytime it's down at the golf ball in the conventional place, I can make a backswing now, not really turning my upper body. So I want you to make a few practice swings before every single shot at a massively high tee peg. We're going to imagine it's the ball's teed up here. We're going to turn back to target, swing through. Really high tee peg, round and around. And again, as I do this, this is something that's going to really help me get this body turn really activated. Anytime we get the body working better, we get this working better. So 2 practice swings, part of our pre-shot routine. We're going to have 2. 1, really high tee peg, trying to feel that the club never gets below that either. 2. The third one is playing the shot out on the golf course, picturing back to target, back and through. Over the golf ball, really trying to picture that we're getting a good body turn from our first drill. Let's hit this one away. The second drill is all about a simple routine you could do above the golf ball to get us turning these shoulders better, because we know now with the first drill the hip turn's going to really let us do this, but what can we do out on the golf course straight away? Nice high tee peg, picturing good turn around and around, which is really going to be a nice concept we can take straight onto the course. Finally, let's get into a drill you can use on the driving range to really help you get a good understanding of what this body wants to do. The final part of this video is a drill I want you to do on the driving range. So we've got kind of 3 stages. We've got the concept to stage number 1. Stage number 2 we've got as a feeling we could take onto the golf course. And number 3 is a drill I want you to do out on the driving range. Now what it will require is you teeing the golf ball at a ridiculous height for an iron. I've got my 7-9 here. I've teed that up as high as I tee driver. I'll explain everything now. So we know that during the swing from concept number 1 we need to allow our hips to get a better turn, but when we get over the golf ball, when we're trying to hit a shot and trying to learn to move these shoulders better, it's sometimes hard to do so and actually still hit the golf ball away. So this drill is going to explain that. So what the feeling I want you to do here in this drill is that we're going to take our golf club, we're going to take our normal grip and athletic posture with these feet flared now if you didn't do that originally. And what I want you to do is I want you to raise this golf club and keep these arms and biceps and triceps on the side of your body. So we're going to raise this golf club so it matches your spine angle. We're going to turn now until our spine is back of our back. We're going to raise this golf club until it's matching our spine angle roughly. We're going to turn until your knuckles are facing behind target, so target's this way, into opposite way of target. We're going to extend the arms out as if we made a good turn, and then we're going to swing through and hit. So what we do here is keeping these arms on the side of the chest to get our knuckles to camera. We've really got to do this just by allowing the hips to turn a little bit and then the shoulders to turn. So you can see here, it's a marry up of the first and second drill. Now, what can we do? The reason why we tee up on a high tee peg is 1, it's hard to get it off the ground doing this drill, but also 2, we have to really get contact precisely good. And ultimately, we're not really looking for contact as such, we're just looking to get a better body turn, and hopefully that comes as a result. So how can we make it a little bit more relatable? Athletic, up, turn it, hit it. So the second part of that drill is it's just doing it at a little bit more speed and getting used to creating some more relatable speed to an actual golf shot whilst making that body turn. The first time you do it, just do it really slowly, and ultimately just get an understanding for what the body's doing. It doesn't quite matter where the golf ball goes to the first one. Second one, creating the move with a little bit more speed, creating a good body turn, and ultimately it's going to help you transfer that into a normal shot. So as I was building a practice session there, I would do it slowly, I would then do it a little bit faster, and then I'd do it just creating a normal swing. So I wouldn't set it, wouldn't turn it knuckles to camera, and then I wouldn't release it through. So final drill is a really good move we can do while still hitting golf balls, even if it's just a little bit ahead of us. What we're trying to do is good flare with the feet, raise it so it matches our spine angle, knuckles to the camera, extend it out as if we turn to this position, swing through to target, and that's really going to get us a good body turn, good hip turn, and start to understand how we can apply that into a golf shot. So there you have it, my 3 top drills to create body turn. Now body turn, like we said at the start of the video, is really important to help us create power consistently. So there you have it, my 3 top drills. We have our first one, which is our concept of understanding that we actually need to get our hips probably moving a little bit better. Our feet flared is definitely going to help our hip mobility. Drill number 2, the concept of it being on a high T-peg like a trick shot artist. And the final one, arms on the side of the body, create that turn, knuckles to camera, extend it out, swing it through towards target. And that's really going to give us a good understanding of how we can take our golf and body turn to the next level. Thank you for watching today's video on Alex Elite Golf. Thank you for watching, and if you aren't a subscriber guys, make sure you hit that button down below. Thank you and see you next time.